On-site technical survey. After communicating with the customer, our service staff will come to visit. Our service personnel show their identity information and communicate with customers about packaged items. Check the parts that need to be waterproofed, including bathroom, kitchen, balcony, terrace, basement, etc. Check whether the parts that need to be waterproofed meet the construction requirements. The inspection items including whether the base layer is smooth and solid and whether the water content of the base layer meet the painting requirements. Construction environment, temperature and humidity, etc. Measure the construction area, draw the construction plan, and determine the main and auxiliary materials required for waterproof construction. Paste the construction process card. Paste the relevant construction flow card on the construction site and fill the construction flow card. Project information, customer information, etc. to enable customers to fully understand the construction-related precautions and the construction process. Preparation before construction. Before the construction, accompanied by the construction staff, the customer scanned the code to check the authenticity and stack the construction materials in the corresponding area. Prepare construction equipment and place them in the corresponding area. Substrate treatment. Before the substrate treatment, check the sewer pipe to see if it's closed. If it's not closed, seal the nozzle with masking tape and polish the dirt on the surface of the pipe with a wire brush. Use a putty knife to level the floating grout or other protrusions. Clean the floating soil, floating ash, and floating sand on the surface of the base layer. Paste textured paper. After the primary treatment is completed, determine the range of wall painting and paint the entire wall. Paste the masking paper on the wall to show the painting range. Strengthen the waterproof treatment of the detailed nodes. Tube treatment. Cut grooves around the root of the tube with a width of 20 mm and a depth of 10 mm. Use a brush to remove debris and fill in the water stop in the groove. Use waterproof plugging and arcing treatment. Wall-to-ground junctions using waterproof plugging and arcing treatment. In the corner of the wall, the bottom of the exhaust pipe is built with abutments to increase the elevation. Use Zerman mortar at the doorway 50 mm wide and 30 mm high to wipe the water retaining steps. Use Zerman mortar to cover and fix the water and electricity pipelines that are not buried in the ground and smooth and caliper them. The grooved part of the wall pipeline and potholes of the base layer are sealed and leveled with Zerman mortar. Construction of additional waterproof layer. After the Zerman mortar, the waterproof plugging can reach the strength. The waterproof additional layer construction is carried out. If you choose one component waterproof paint, you can paint it directly after opening the lid of the waterproof paint bucket. If you choose two-component waterproof coating, first pour the liquid material into a clean mixing bucket and use a mixer to stir in the bucket. At the same time, slowly pour in the powder, stir for 5 minutes, and then let stand for 2 minutes. Then continue to stir for 1 minute before use. In the floor drain part, the root part of the floor slab pipe, the water ground connection part is made a 300 mm wide waterproof coating film enhancement layer. 150 mm for each plane elevation. Apply the paint first. Before the paint is dry, spread the glass fiber mesh cloth and then apply the coating film on the surface of the mesh cloth again to ensure that the cloth is not leaked. The coating thickness of the additional layer reaches 1 mm. The first coating film construction. Before applying the waterproof coating, apply the 3-trace reinforcement agent to the base layer to reinforce the base layer. After the reinforcing agent is completely dry to the touch and does not stick to your hands, apply the waterproof coating with a roller brush. Roll coating on the base layer evenly without missing coating. Do not paint too thick the first coat, only 0.23 mm thick. After painting, ensure that the waterproof construction part has air circulation. The second coating film construction. Before the second coat of film application, touch the surface of the first coat of film with your hands. Check whether the coating film is cured. If there is uncured phenomenon, it is unnecessary to strengthen validation for a period of time before testing. After the surface of all inspection points is cured, the next coat of film can be applied. In order to avoid partial leakage of coating, the phenomenon bottom leakage may occur. The direction of the second pass should be perpendicular to the direction of the first pass. The third coating construction. Before the third pass of coating film construction, the second pass of coating film surface curing test. The inspection method is the same as before, and the direction of painting should be perpendicular to the direction of the second coat of film. After painting, you can remove the masking tape. If the coating film is partially damaged or opened during the process of removing the tape, you can use a brush to dip the paint for local repair. Ensure that the edge of the coating film is flush and firmly bonded to the base layer. Acceptance of waterproof coating layer. After the third coating is completely cured, the quality of the coating is checked and accepted, and the supervisor enters the construction site and check and accept. Touch multiple points with your hands to see if the coating film is fully cured. And observe the flatness of the coating film surface, whether there is bottom leakage or cracking. If the above phenomenon exists, it needs to be repaired and then tested. If it meets the requirements, carry out on-site sampling, trying to choose the wall as the sampling site. And cut a 20 mm multiple 20 mm sample block. Measure the thickness of the coating film with the vernier caliper. After the sampling is completed, use the same waterproof material to repair the sampling site. Wait for the waterproof coating film to fully cure for 48 hours and then close the water, seal the water outlet with the water-blocking airbag and coat the surface of the ground film. Release water. The water level should be 20 mm high than the highest point on the ground. And the water should be closed for 24 hours. Final acceptance. After the closed water time reaches 24 hours, the supervisor, together with the owner and property personnel, will go to the waterproof construction site for inspection and acceptance. Go downstairs and observe whether there is water leakage or cloudy water around the pipes passing through the floor. If there is no leakage or water seepage, it is qualified. If there is leakage, the cause of the leakage should be found out, repaired, and after treatment perform a second acceptance. After the waterproof coating film is accepted again, drain the water on the ground. And clean the water on the surface of the waterproof layer with a mop. Then use cement mortar and apply a protective layer of no less than 10 mm thick on the ground surface to avoid damage to the coating film in the later decoration construction.